The Nintendo Switch eShop, you love it, I love it, and we all especially love it when there's a sale going on. And right now there is a massive Nintendo Switch eShop sale going on, and well, you know what we do around these parts when there's a sale going on, we talk about what games you need to buy. What's going on, guys? I'm RGT85. If this is your first time on the channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button, but without any further ado, let's talk about the Nintendo Switch eShop sale going on right now and what games you need to have on your radar for this sale. So we're going to start things off with the game that I recommend everyone pick up. It is the cheapest game on this list, and honestly, it's one of the most fun games on this list as well. A true Nintendo Switch eShop hidden gem, and that is a game called Morfight. Now, when Morfight originally came out, I reviewed the game, and I absolutely loved it. And Morfight is available for just $2.99, making it, like I said, the cheapest game on this list. Now, why should you buy Morfight? Well, are you a fan of games like No Man's Sky and Metroid Prime? If so, then Morfight is a game that you definitely need to own. You basically visit other planets and scan things on these planets, and of course you're trying to defeat enemies that are on these planets as well in a first-person perspective. I was really impressed with this game when it originally came out. I thought it was a lot of fun, and the fact that you can get this game for just $2.99 right now during this Nintendo Switch eShop sale is an absolute steal. It is definitely the best bargain on this list, and really, if you've never played Morfight before, I mean, it's $2.99. That is 3 Burger King tacos. Go ahead and supersede the tacos and pick up Morfight. Next up, Digital Devolver has a big sale going on right now, and the 2 games I recommend, because they're the games that I've played off this list the most, are The Messenger and Kitana Zero. Now, The Messenger is available for just $10, and honestly, I really enjoyed The Messenger. It's really sort of a tale of 2 games though, and I think that's what makes The Messenger really unique. The first half of the game is pretty much a standard Ninja Gaiden NES style experience, in which you're just going from left to right, defeating enemies and fighting bosses. But about halfway through the game sort of opens up and becomes a Metroidvania style game. And it's really just a tale of 2 games, and I think both of these tales are really fun. I personally prefer the Metroidvania style of the game a little bit more than the Ninja Gaiden style, but really it's a beautiful looking game. You get some really cool power-ups along the way. The writing is very funny as well, so I highly recommend The Messenger, and the fact that it's only $10, I think it's an absolute steal. And Kitana Zero is also on sale for just $10.04. I'm not quite sure what the 4 cents is about, but Kitana Zero might look similar to The Messenger, but the gameplay is very different. In Kitana Zero, you're trying to manipulate time, and you're slashing and dashing your way through these different levels, trying to avoid getting hit, as there is instant death in the game. So you're trying to find the quickest way to get through these levels. It's definitely a bit more unique than The Messenger is, and it definitely makes for a bit of a different experience as far as trying to solve how to get through the levels very fast. But both of these games are absolutely awesome. I really enjoyed them, and I think they're both a steal at just around $10 for each. Next up, we have Shinen? I'm never quite sure how to say it, but we'll say it the Groundskeeper Willy way. The Shinen has a sale going on right now, and there are 2 games that I recommend. Now, the first game I have not played, but I've heard such great things about it. Many of my peers have played this game and really enjoyed it, so I will be picking it up on this sale, and that is The Tourist. The Tourist is available for $13.99, and it's a really unique game. It's sort of a game where you are essentially a tourist on vacation, and there's all sorts of mini games that you play as well. I really like the aesthetic of the game, and at $14, I'm definitely going to check it out. The second game is one of the best looking games on the Nintendo Switch, and that is Fast RMX, arguably one of the best racers on the Nintendo Switch as well. A bit of Wipeout, a bit of Extreme G, a bit of F-Zero is what Fast RMX brings to the table, and Fast RMX is also available for just $13.99. So I'll definitely be checking out The Tourist, but I definitely recommend Fast RMX, as that is one of the best games on the system. Recently on the channel, we reviewed the Metro Redux collection on the Nintendo Switch, and now those games are on sale. You can get Metro Last Light or Metro 2033 for just $17.49 a piece. Now, if you only pick one of these games, I definitely recommend Last Light. I liked Last Light a little bit more than I liked 2033. I thought it just looked a bit better. They did more with the colors, and I just felt like the gunplay was a little bit more refined than in 2033. They're both absolutely fantastic games. If you're on the fence about them, make sure you check out my review of the collection for the Nintendo Switch. But I definitely really enjoyed both of these games. But like I said, if you can only afford one right now, I think Last Night is slightly better than 2033, but honestly, you can't go wrong either way. Here's another little hidden gem on the Nintendo Switch eShop, and that is The Legend of K Anniversary, a 3D platforming game that is available for $5.99. And you know what? I recommend this game. Now, be warned, the first hour of The Legend of K is very, very slow. It is essentially a very long tutorial, and you might sort of just get bored playing this tutorial, but stick with it, because once you stick with it and get into the actual meat and potatoes of this game, I think it's a lot of fun. It is a 3D platforming game with an emphasis on combat as well. You visit some really unique areas. There's puzzle solving in the game. It's definitely sort of a product of the times. This, of course, came out during the PS2 era, but I think the HD graphics of this game really make it stand out. I played this game to death on the Wii U. I reviewed it back in my Nintendo enthusiast days, and I really enjoyed it. So for only $5.99, this is an absolute bargain if you are a fan of 3D platformers, especially from that sort of PS2 time era. Hell, even if you're a fan of the Legend of Zelda style games, the Ocarina of Time, you'll probably have some fun with this game. And speaking of Legend of Zelda style games, Darksiders 1 is available for just $14.99 on sale right now on the Nintendo Switch eShop. Darksiders is pretty much Zelda if it was a more mature style game. There's puzzle solving, there's combat, of course you're leveling up your combat as well. A really fun game. I thought the Nintendo Switch port of this game was really well done as well. It is the remastered visual style, a very clean looking game, and just for $15, you can't go wrong with Darksiders 1. WB Games is doing their usual Nintendo Switch sale, so we won't talk too much about it, but Lego City Undercover is available for $11.99. If you've never played Lego City Undercover, shame on you. Shame on you. You need to go ahead and play it. And Mortal Kombat 11 is once again on sale for $23.99. Arguably one of the best fighters on the Nintendo Switch, and a very impressive port of the game as well. The crypt area sucks, but I say that every time. But Mortal Kombat 11 is definitely a lot of fun. I paid $60 for it. I did not regret it. So for $23.99, that's an absolute bargain. Activision also has some games on sale as well. You can get the Crash Insane trilogy and the Spyro Reignited trilogy available for just $19.99 a piece. Definitely two highly recommended games. I wasn't super familiar with the Crash series as I didn't own a PS1 during its heyday, but I really enjoyed this collection of games. There's some great gameplay variety in it as well. And the Spyro Reignited trilogy is actually a pretty solid port of these games brought over to the Nintendo Switch. If you're a fan of 3D platforming games, once again, these games are available for just $19.99 each, and they're really great games. A game I really enjoyed on the Nintendo Switch, but I don't think sold very well, was Red Faction Guerrilla Remastered Edition. Now this game is currently on sale for $17.99, and if you're a fan of first-person shooter games that have an emphasis on the story and just destroying stuff, you definitely need to check out Red Faction Guerrilla Remastered. The destruction engine in this game is honestly second to none. I don't think any physics-based engine that allows you to destroy buildings is as good as the engine is in this game, and it's just so amazing to see you bring these buildings to an absolute crumble while you're trying to kill enemies that are trying to kill you as well. The story is very all over the top, and there's a lot of cool stuff you can do, but really just getting in like a tank and blowing up these buildings and blowing through waves of enemies is just so much fun, and the Nintendo Switch version of the game is very, very impressive, whether you're playing it in handheld mode or in docked mode. I did do a full review of this game, and I thought it was absolutely fantastic, so to see it available for just $17.99 is once again another great bargain. And the final game we're going to highlight is a game that we of course have talked about numerous times, but that is Diablo 3, and it is available for $29.99. Now of course with Diablo 3, you're getting a ton of content. Considering most of us are stuck at home quarantined right now, you're looking for a game that's going to give you a lot of bang for your buck, and Diablo 3 is going to be that game because there is just so much content in this game, and the Nintendo Switch version of the game is very impressive. Of course you could team up and play with friends online, or you can play with friends in local multiplayer, and the Diablo 3 version on the Nintendo Switch is definitely a very accurate version of the game. There's a ton of stuff to do, there's a ton of stuff to see, so why not check out Diablo 3, oh man, I can't believe that rhymed, on the Nintendo Switch for just $29.99. Now the crazy thing about this Nintendo Switch eShop sale is I just really sort of went over the tip of the iceberg with these games, just games I'm familiar with. There's many other companies that are also participating in this sale as well. Miss America has a bunch of different games on sale right now for $20 or less on the Nintendo Switch eShop. I'm really not familiar with a lot of these games though, so I can't really talk about them. I did hear some cool things about Happy Birthdays. I mean, there's dinosaurs on the cover as well, so that's pretty cool. Shovel Knight Treasure Trove is available for just $27.99. I'm sure it's a great Shovel Knight game. I just haven't gotten around to playing it yet. 505 Games has some games on sale. Abzu's kind of a fun game if you're just looking for an atmospheric game. I actually reviewed that on the PS4 way back in the day. But you can see here, there's just a bunch of games on sale right now on the Nintendo Switch eShop. More games from WB Games as well. Team 17 with the Escapist games. Something for everyone in this eShop sale. And I definitely think that a lot of people, since they are stuck at home right now, are definitely looking for some fun games. But those are definitely some games that I recommend you check out on the Nintendo Switch eShop. But I want to know, what games did I miss out on? What games that are currently on sale that you recommend that I check out besides The Tourist, which I'm actually downloading right now? So be sure to let me know in the comments section down below if you plan on picking up any of these games, if you've played these games before, or what games I might have missed out on. And as always, guys, thank you for checking out this video. If you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe and turn on notifications. Be sure to check out other videos on the channel. Tomorrow, hopefully, we will have a Resident Evil 3 review. I have just downloaded it right now on the Xbox One. I'm really looking forward to playing that game, as I am a huge fan of the Resident Evil series, and I thought the demo was just absolutely fantastic. And as always, guys, I'll catch you guys on the next video. Stay safe, stay inside. Later.